Hi guys, this is Hyunmin Max, aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So for today, we'll be reviewing the Zambrotta Icon SBC. So his market price, right, originally, right, was actually about 630k. So after the SBC was released, he dropped all the way down to 600k. So the cost of the SBC, right, it's actually 580k at the time of recording. So let's take a look at his stats. So his alternate position is left back and right wing back. 4-star skill moves with a 5-star weak foot, which is really helpful because it means that despite him being right footed, you can play him on the left side as well, right? As a left back. Anyway, his alternate position is left back and right wing back. So high medium work rates, he's 5'11". He has the average body type. So 89 acceleration with 91 sprint speed, that's actually really good. 82 attack positioning with 83 shot power and 63 finishing. So if you're gonna be playing him higher up, right, for example as a left wing back or right wing back, that might be a little bit of an issue, right? But we'll try him out as a right wing back anyway. 81 vision with 85 short passing and 83 long passing. So agility and balance is both at 77. So Zambrotta, right, traditionally, right, Zambrotta's dribbling, right, has always been a little bit clunky. So let's try him out, and see whether he is the same in this version. 88 reactions with 88 ball control, and then we have 85 dribbling and 87 composure. So for his defending stats, right, they're all pretty good. 88 interceptions, 86 defensive awareness, and 91 stand tackle. So for the physicality side, right, I think the aggression being at 88 is really important. So because we want to be winning the balls, right, after the tackle. Right, so he has 90 stamina as well. So there's only really one chem style for him, just the shadow chemistry style. We're gonna be increasing his pace, almost maxing it out, and then also increasing his defending stats. So this will be the team that we'll play him in. Right, obviously being an icon, he will be full chem. So what I'm gonna do is, for the first few games, I just want to try him out as a right wing back to see whether he is actually good enough to attack. Whether his attacking AI is good enough to play as a wing back. So we're going to be having comeback on defense, get in behind and get into the box for crosses for him. So we'll be trying him out as a right wing back for about 3 games. Then in the subsequent 2 games, we'll be trying him out as an orthodox right back in a 4-3-2-1. So we'll actually be playing, we'll be reviewing the player, right, in Division 2. Let's see how he plays, man. Boy, Haji. Mbappe. Mbappe almost finding Zambrotta there. Zambrotta with a good run. Alright, Haji. With a first assist. Right, nice assist by Haji. Oh. Alright, good run by Zambrotta. Fun, right, to build your own home with somebody. Right, good run by Zambrotta. Let's try out that left foot. Right. Alright, Haji. Alright, what a ball to Zam. Let's see whether he can finish. Let's go, Haji to Zambrotta. Let's go, chat. Let's go, man. On the player review. What have you been up to, Ash? Alright, good interception by Zambrotta. That was a really good run, which I didn't trigger him, right? It was just his on his own accord. Right, Zambrotta with a good interception, as well as showing very good strength to hold off who's better. Alright, very good pass by Haji. Right, after the pass, Haji makes the run and takes the shot and scores a goal. And being in a relationship, right, dating and everything, and then staying together, right, it's so different. What a run by Zambrotta. Let's go. I think that's Zambrotta's second goal, chat. I think these guys had enough. Alright, Zambrotta with the forward run. That's very good attacking AI. Let's go, man. Let's go. Zambrotta to Haji. Let's go. Right run. Good run by Haji. Let's go, Haji. Let's go. Let's go. What a good goal by Haji. I was just waiting for him to move his keeper. Let's go, man. Were you just browsing Twitch or did you come over from the YouTube? What a ball by Haji! What a ball by Haji! Let's go! What a ball by Haji, man. Haji is pretty good, chat. Haji is pretty good. Argue for the rest of your life, right? And I have to say, guys, those in a relationship, right? If you're gonna marry the girl that you're with right now, right, good tackle by Zambrotta.
It's with Danny Ceballos. Franck Ribéry. This looks threatening.
Let's go, man. Let's go. I think politics definitely plays a role for the team of the year and everything, the player awards. I'm gonna be off after this game, man. I have to go and watch the game. Wow, what a ball to Zambrotta! Right, Haji!
Textbook interception. Big chance.
Let's go. Good goal by Haji.
Mbappe. Diaby. Must be. And a goal. Lead. Promising move this from the spicy boys. Can they square the game? And they've done it to square.
Good ball. What a ball by Haji. What an assist. What a goal. So we've actually played 3 games with Zambrotta as a right wing back. He has 2 goals, 1 assist, which is an attacking return in every game. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna try him out as a right back, an orthodox right back, right, in a 4-3-2-1. So these are the instructions for Zambrotta. He's gonna be having stay back while attacking and overlap. And yeah, let's see how he plays as a right back. Right, good tackle by Zambrotta. Doesn't get the ball the first time, but that's a good tackle the second time.
Now with Abedi Pele. Fine use of the ball. Wayne Rooney.
Good tackle by Zambrotta. Gets the ball as well.
Such a good keeper. Played over.
Got that passing. Alright, good passing by Zambrotta.
Ceballos. Here's Ribéry. It's got to be. Oh, and it goes at long last. Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. Gianluca Zambrotta.
Where's Zambrotta? How he's dribbling. It's a little bit clunky. Good ball by Haji. What an assist by Haji.
And slipped through beautifully. Di Natale. It's with Joao Cancelo.
Onside, but he does know where the space is. Well,
Let's try out his long passing. Right, good pass by Zambrotta out to Mbappe.
Theo Hernandez. Di Natale. Now with Fred. And with that,
Right, good tackle by Zambrotta. See whether Zambrotta gets to the lob through ball. Right, good defending.
Stop them in their tracks.
Well, what a final few minutes we have here, and the fans are certainly playing their part. But can they take one of
Right, good run by Zam.
their way and win this game?
Good pass. Let's go. What an assist by Zambrotta. Clutch. After playing 5 games with Zambrotta, we actually have 2 goals and 2 assists with him, right? Not bad for a fullback. Let's actually talk about the pose of the card. So I think for Zambrotta, right, he is a I think he's pretty pacey. A very pacey right back or left back. And I also think that his attacking AI is very good as well. As you guys saw when we actually played him in that right wing back position, right? He actually scored a couple of goals for us. He actually assisted as well. So I think if you want to play him as a right wing back, he's actually really good. Attacking AI is good. No, defensive AI is really good as well. So his 63 finishing wasn't that prominent. So long as you angle your shots right, that 83 shot power actually compensates for his 63 finishing. Like I always say, if you have low finishing, that's fine. If your shot power is really high, you actually can score as well. So the other thing that I like about him was actually his I think his tackling is pretty good as well. I think he has that aggression to him whereby when he tackles, he actually wins the ball most of the time. So those are the good things about the card. So what are some of the bad stuff? For me, right, I think that Zambrotta is a little bit too clunky, just a little bit. But to be fair, in the fullback position, right, you guys don't have to dribble with him that much. Of course, if it's the wing back position, then that's a different story. But his dribbling might not be that good, but it is something that you can work with. I don't think it's a major issue. So the current price, right? The current market price is 563k for him right now. Where does Zambrotta go in the fullback tier list? S, A, B, or C? I have to say, right, he is probably a very high A tier. Like just about to make the S tier, right? He's not the elite of the elite fullbacks. Definitely, you have to work with him with a shadow chemistry style. I think that's the best chem style for him. Because like I mentioned, his shot power actually compensates really well for his finishing if you want to play him at the wing back position. Yeah. And I think the defensive stats are more important than, trying to improve the dribbling, for example, with like an engine chemistry style. So let's actually compare him to similar cards at his price point, right? So his SBC, right, comes up to about 567k. So for the rest of the icons, we have somebody like Zanetti, who is actually about 560k, right? 530k is an undercut. So who is better, Zambrotta or Zanetti? Zanetti is 2-star, 4-star, high work rates compared to high medium for Zambrotta. I would say Zambrotta is better. I think defensively Zambrotta is better. His defensive AI is better. Zambrotta is faster as well. Zambrotta has better defensive AI compared to Zanetti, and I think better offensive AI as well. So I would take somebody like Zambrotta over Zanetti. So I guess the player that comes really close in terms of playing ability to Zambrotta is actually Philip Lahm, his prime version. About the same price as well. 88 acceleration with 86 sprint speed, 3-star skill moves with 3-star weak foot, high work rates. So I think, right, for me, right, the only difference between Lahm and Zambrotta is that Lahm feels way smoother on the ball, but Lahm doesn't have that aggression to him. Like, take a look at his aggression, it's 69 compared to Zambrotta's 88. So when Lahm tackles the ball, sometimes he might not necessarily get it, but Zambrotta does. I would think that, right, Philip Lahm is actually more suited as a CDM rather than a right back or a left back. Yeah. So who would I take over Lahm and Zambrotta? I would say they are too similar to differentiate. It just depends on what kind of a fullback you want. I think Zambrotta and Lahm is actually pretty close. I would have to say overall, if I had to choose one, I would choose Zambrotta. I think Zambrotta just ages it for me because of his tackling, his aggression. When he tackles, he actually wins the ball most of the time. So some other cards that we can compare him to is like, honorables mentions Cancelo. 4-star, 4-star. High work rates. So I think in terms of the way Zambrotta and Cancelo feels in-game, they're actually pretty similar. The dribbling is actually really similar. They are like kind of clunky, but something that you can work around with. They have similar pace as well. I think for me, right, I think Zambrotta has better attacking AI, but Cancelo has better defensive AI. So it just depends on whether you're somebody who actually attacks a lot with your fullbacks, or do you play the 3-5-2 often. If you play the 3-5-2 often, then Zambrotta is the guy for you. He can attack and defend really well. If you want a more defensive fullback in a 4-back formation, then Cancelo is the guy for you. So who would I take, Zambrotta or Cancelo? I would still take Zambrotta. I think Zambrotta just a little bit better. So like I mentioned, right, the top tier fullback list is something Zambrotta just missed the cut on. For me, one of the top right backs in the game is actually Cafu, right? Even his prime version, or rather his baby version, it's actually really good. 90 acceleration with 88 sprint speed, 3-star, 4-star, high medium work rates. So Cafu is probably your S tier right back. He's probably better than somebody like Zambrotta, who actually just fails to make the cut. But right, baby Cafu is 500k, right? His second version, mid version, is actually 840k. So it's a really high or steep price for you to pay for a right back. I just want to point out to you guys that the highest tier list for icon right backs is actually Cafu. So the question is worth to do at 570k, considering all the comparisons that we have made, and considering that you have 12 weeks to do the SBC, and also taking into account the fact that before this SBC was actually released, he was actually worth about 700k on the market. I would say if you need a right back to last you for the rest of the game cycle, until until team of the season, I think his value is actually really worth it, especially if you craft him over a period of a few weeks, right, with your packs and your picks. So I would say yes, he's worth it at 560k. He can probably last you through team of the season. So I've actually come to the end of the video. If you guys enjoy the video, do hit that like button, and if you want to see more player reviews, do hit that subscribe button. Alright, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care, guys.